Hi friends, on today's video we are going to see about valvular heart disease, aortic stenosis. Okay, so let us see about aortic stenosis. Aortic stenosis. Okay, now let us draw the model of the heart here. So this is left atrium, left ventricle, aortic valve, and here right atrium, right ventricle, and there is a pulmonary artery here. Okay, so there are two lungs which is present, a beautiful lungs which is used to exchange the gases, oxygen and carbon dioxide exchange take places here. Okay, so what happens here? Aortic stenosis. So stenosis nothing but a fused thickening or narrowing of the valve which leads to obstruct the normal blood flow. Now here the aortic valve, it is a output, one of the output valve, and this become narrowed, the valve become narrowed like this. Okay, and this causes, so it is normally caused by the first thing, congenital in infants, congenital in infants, and in adults it is caused by calcification, heavy calcification, and it also caused by rheumatic heart disease. Okay, so these are this aortic stenosis, it is caused by congenital in infants, and adults it is caused by heavy calcification and rheumatic heart disease. And what is the pathophysiology we can see here? If the narrowing of the aortic valve take place, what happens? The blood from the left atrium, it moves through the left ventricle and it wants to pass to all parts of the body through this aortic valve, but the aortic valve get narrowed. Hence the aortic valve get narrowed, the blood will not flow in a sufficient amount, the obstruction causes, and blood will be stay in the left ventricle. So what happens? The blood will be moving in a backward region like this. Okay, and then to the lungs through pulmonary veins. So this causes left ventricle hypertrophy because blood stays here. Hence it causes left ventricle hypertrophy and left atrium pressure increases. Left atrium pressure increases and the pulmonary artery become congested, pulmonary congestion happens, and the lung was decreased in exchanging oxygen and carbon dioxide, and there will be a right heart failure, right-sided failure will be there. Okay, so this what happens in aortic stenosis, and the symptoms in this aortic stenosis will be, what happens in this? So mainly angina will be there, angina, chest pain will be there, as well as dyspnea, difficulty in breathing, and syncope, falling unconscious in a simple term. Okay, so angina, dyspnea and syncope are the symptoms which is present here. Coming to signs, so sign will be ejection, systolic murmur will be heard. Okay, ejection, systolic murmur. Next, the first sign. Second will be a small raising. Okay, small raising of carotid pulse. There will be a small raising of carotid pulse. And we have narrow pulse pressure. Okay, so narrow pulse pressure will be seen here. So these are the signs of aortic stenosis. Coming to investigation, in investigation we have ECG. In ECG we know that left ventricle become hypertrophy. So left ventricle hypertrophy and left bundle branch block, RBB, left bundle branch block will be seen in ECG and left hypertrophy can be seen. As well as in X-ray, there will be a dilation of enlarged left ventricle will be there. Enlarged left ventricle. And in echo, there will be a left ventricle hypertrophy can be seen. Okay, and calcified valve will be there. So the narrowing will be due to calcification, accumulation of some calcium and fatty substances. So calcified valve. Okay, and at last coming to management. So management will be medical and surgical. On medical side, we can give medical management, we can give pharmacologically. Okay, so we can give digoxin, diuretics and anticoagulants to reduce the systemic risk of embolism. Anticoagulants. And surgical management, we can, if the treatment is not okay in medical management, we can be able to give surgical procedure like valve replacement and aortic balloon valvuloplasty. Okay, aortic balloon valvuloplasty. Okay, so these are the medical and surgical management. So this is about aortic stenosis, and on the next video we can see about aortic regurgitation, which is known as backflow. Okay, so until then, if you have any doubts, comment on the comment box. I am Nandu. Be safe and take care. Bye.